Brahmanandam Dharmasugam Kevalam Jnanamuktam Dandvātītam Gaganapurusam Tattvamasyadiruksham Ekam Nityam Vimalam Ajalam Sarvadī Sakshibhūtam Bhāvātītam Vimaviditam Satgurūm Tam Namaha. Kim jodistava bhanumana hanime ratrau pradīpādikam syadevam revidīva darshana vitau kim jyotirākhyāhime chatustasya nimīlanādi samaye kim dhīr dhiyo darshane kim tatrāhamato bhavan paramakam jodistvatasmi prabhu. Who is giving you the light? During daytime it is Surya Bhagavan, night lamps are lights. Who gives you the light to see Surya and the lamp? My eyes. When you close your eyes, who gives you the light? My buddhi, intellect. How do you know on what light you are able to see that your own buddhi? That light is my sense. Yes, you are that light. Yes, I am that light. This is the quintessence of renovation. Ekasloki. Shanti. Om Sahanavrutu Sahanavunatu Sahaviyantaravavahai Tejasvinavati Samatkumar Vishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Apyayanti Mamangani Vakrana Chakshuhu. Srotramatho Balam Indriyani Sarvani Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam Maham Brahma Nirakulyam Mama Brahma Nirakarod Nirakaranam Astu Nirakaramestu Tadatmani Nirate Ya Upanishatsu Dharmaste Mayi Santu Te Mayi Santu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May my limbs, prana, ear, air, and all my senses grow vigorous. All is Brahman of the Upanishad. May I never deny the Brahman. May the Brahman never spurn me. May there be no denial of the Brahman. Let all the virtues recited by the Upanishad repose in me, delighting the Atma. May they in me repose. Mayi Santu. So now, yesterday we were going through the story. The first Vayu was asked, Agni was asked. Then Agni said, I cannot do that. Brahman came in the form of a Yaksha. They wanted to know who this Yaksha is. Then after the Agni, who came first? Vayu. Vayu also said, I can do so many things. He said, in this earth, whatever is there, I can take it. So he put a straw there. Take it. Straw. Vayu tried his level best. He couldn't do it. So he went back and said, I couldn't understand who this Yaksha is. Then they all went to Indra. You please go and find out. The moment he came, he became the Yaksha, he disappeared. So from the place where he stood, from the Akasha, a feminine form came. She was so Tejaswini. She was Uma. Then he asked, who is this Yaksha? So now she says, Aimavati Indranundam. ഈ യക്ഷം ബ്രഹ്മമാണ്. ഈ ബ്രഹ്മത്തിന്റെ വിജയം കാരണമാണ് നിങ്ങൾക്കെല്ലാം അത്യന്തം മഹിമയെ ലഭിച്ചത്. ഈ യക്ഷം ബ്രഹ്മമായിരുന്നു നടക്കൂലില്ലെന്ന് മനസ്സിലാക്കി. സാ ബ്രഹ്മേതി ഹോവാച ബ്രഹ്മണോ വാ ഏതദ് വിജയേ മഹീയദ്വിമിതി തതോ ഹൈവ വിദാഞ്ചകാര ബ്രഹ്മേതി. സ ബ്രഹ്മേതി, സാ ബ്രഹ്മേതി. Brahman, she explained, indeed, through Brahman victory you have gained greatness. Then alone you can understand that the adorable spirit was Brahman. Even though Indra had thus only an information about the identity of the Yaksha, the Shruti continues to explain to us the greatness of such knowledge. Nay, the Upanishad proceeds, by means of the story, extol Brahmavidya to such an extent that they say that even the arrogant and conceited Lord of Fire and Lord of Wind have come to be recognized with greater reverence and respect, even in the very kingdom of the gods, because these gods of the elements chance to come nearest to the Supreme Court in its manifestation. Therefore, verily, these gods, Agni, Vayu, Indra, excel the other gods, for they approach the spirit, the nearest, and they were the first to know him as Brahman. Not satisfied with this, crude though it may seem to us, in this modern world of specialized knowledge, the Shruti continues to applaud and extol the signs of self-perfection by declaring that Indra has come to enjoy the honors of the king of even Lord Vayu and Lord Agni, because of the rare privilege he had of knowing, for the first time, the identity of Brahman directly from the Divine Mother through Maharashtra. Tasmadva yete deva atita rami vanyande Vanya, Ranya, Vayulendrisre, Kenanyedishtam, Paspurshire, Agni, Vayu, Indra, Nirni, Devama, Brahmatinde, Eto, Marithanekuyam, Swashikuyam, Yaksham, Brahmaman, and Adim, Arigayam, Cheda, Undrene, much Devan Marekal, E. Devan Master, Mariki. Therefore, indeed, Indra excels our good for. He approached the spirit nearest. You are the first to know. So this is how what is more important is the first two. From next step. Tasesha Adesho. This is the description of Brahman. He shone forth like the splendor of the lightning. He disappeared with the twinkling of the eye. This is the comparison of the Brahman with reference to the Devas. Adesha means an illustration by means of which Brahman is explained. Here is an example which beautifully explains not only the vividness of the experience, but also the flashy quickness of the vision of truth, which the sadhaka comes to experience vitally as his own self. Also, as in lightning, even if the flash be but for a split moment, the light of it is so bright that it spreads all around. Similarly, though the experience be but very momentary, in the final living moment of truth consciousness or God consciousnness, the God-man's experience of truth is not within himself only, but also all around and about him. At the vision of truth, nothing else remains as known or unknown, but that, non-given, one without a second. Truth alone is, and that I am, is the God experience. Again, the illustration of the winding of the eye shows how natural and effortless is the final flight to the beyond in meditation. All efforts in meditation are only for the beginner. A swimmer drowns and gulps down water only during the first few days of his learning to float in the water. Having mastered the art, a rope dancer is bored to repeat night after night his acrobatics and feats of balance, although he must have had his own falls and bruises, thrills and joys during his attempts at mastering his art. Similarly, a meditator may have a struggle to keep his mind in balance and in peace during his early attempts, but before long, as he gains more and more confidence and balance, he shall, with a joy of ease, float into himself, and there in an effortless effort, meet face to face with the one, his own self. Not being satisfied with illustration from the cosmic inner kindness, the Shruti gives to her devotees another adesha from the microcosm. Adhadyasno. Now, as regards the description from the point of view of his manifestation Atman within the body, as one thinks of Brahman by the mind, and as speedily as the mind wills. Another illustration to explain the effortless and quick success with which a true aspirant can come to realize the truth is given in this mantra. The term used in the mantra, Yachadiva, as though going out, and Abhikshanam, again and again. In their essence, embrace the theory of perception according to Vedanta. The mind, alive with Chaitanya, flows out through the Indriyas to the objects, and there takes the form of the objects when the possessor of the mind comes to the knowledge what the objects are. Since yesterday, after reading this, we were sharing this. All of you can try in your own way. It's a good project. How does the inner mechanism work? Metaphorically, we can say, just like any CEO, he will be in the inner chamber cabin, and then we should see our own. And we have got two section heads, intellect and the mind. Under them are sense organs of perception, organs of action, and then immediately when the mind through the senses gets in touch with sense objects, what happens? The mind immediately refers to the intellect, the memory fire immediately is taken, and then finally it identifies he is Muktananda. Immediately it comes out and says, hello Muktananda. So whatever it may be, attachment, aversion, respect, disrespect, insult, everything comes from that. Indifference. It is referred to in the stored memories. Now, as spiritual aspirants, our job is to refer everything to the superpower. We don't consult anything with the superpower. That means God wants. So whenever everything is consulted with God, who is seated within us, whatever instructions that comes from God will be universal. It will not be self-centered. It will be God-centered. This much we can understand now. So yesterday there is a Papa suggested one-to-one. So that we have hardly met, many people don't meet their CEO. Many people don't, we have been given powers, decentralized. We will not be questioned. If we commit mistake, then we can go and ask him, that's all. But suppose we decide to consult him every time. And how does his views come out? It doesn't come out in the form of a thought. It comes out in the form of intuition. Intuition means it will be God-centered, it will be free from self-interest, it will be spontaneous. We have to be very careful. Impulsively also it will come. But impulsively, the difference between the spontaneous and the impulsive is that the first one impulsively comes from, it stems from self-centeredness. The other one comes from God-centeredness. So Ramnam is chanting has been given to us to remember him, so that we will consult everything, every action. And we can plead. As soon as I come out of your cabin, I forget you. I started to take decisions. Whenever you need, you come to me. And that dialogue you will definitely have. And whenever any decision taken by the mind or intellect, if it finds it is not God-centered, then immediately, the mind goes and reports. I took a decision that was not right. Please correct. So this is, we have to see for ourselves this inner mechanism, how it is going on. That is the main purpose of renovation. That is what Papa meant by reflection and meditation. So the Ramnam becomes very effective. The Pratishtha has been done in our mind. Now we don't, the Pratishtha, as if, he is not there. The Pratishtha has to be done now. The moment Pratishtha is done, we go to him for a consultation. So yesterday he was talking about one-to-one. Yeah, we did a lot of thinking about it. One-to-one only will give you, a constant remembrance. And constant remembrance should enable us, it should be reflected in all our thoughts, words and deeds. That means the consultation should go on. Though the mind has been given a freedom to function independently, out of his love for us, he has given us a long rope, hoping that he will go in the line. But we have forgotten that. Initially we are, God's ways are mysterious, all those things we say. But then we start doing it independent of God. So every time, suppose the inner mechanism we do it, we reflect. So all our prayer, all our Ramnam should ultimately enable us to have this one-to-one, and so that we will keep consulting him. That is important. We are expecting his guidance from the tiniest to the grossest. One more, this is also in such a Papa, he gives it. That is why he was unconcerned about anything, because constantly he was remembering the guidance. He was aware of the guidance. Everything was consulted. Many a time we will find in the vision of God, he says this openly. Ramdas would like to know how you will handle this. The morning session we will try to somehow do this Pratishtha.